Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Michaela Barnhart and I am now a third year second grade teacher in South Carolina. And in today's video, I wanted to give you guys a little life update, answer some of y'all's questions, and talk about what's going on next in my life. So I ended up taking a very unintentional break from YouTube. And this has happened more than once with me or whatnot. I started filming a classroom setup series back in July after I got hired on back at the school that I did my first year of teaching at to teach second grade, which is also when I taught my first year. I got hired back on for this past school year. I was so excited. I started a classroom setup series. I've posted a few videos, so you guys got to see a little bit, and then I kind of just like fell off the face of the earth. Pretty much. I stopped posting. I didn't post on Instagram. Lots of things transpired, and I kind of want to catch you guys up on what's been going on. I did post on Instagram to share that I had my baby boy. If you watched my last setup series, those last few videos I posted, then you know I was pregnant. If you've watched anything in the past of mine, you'll know I have a 2-year-old son as well, Gatlin. And then, like I said, I was pregnant with another little boy. He came at the end of July. He actually came really early. His name is Hudson. He's doing great. He is now 10 months old. Gatlin is almost 2 years old. Almost 3 years old. Sorry. Goodness, getting confused. So I have an almost 3-year-old and a 10-month-old, but we're all doing really good. Everybody's nice and healthy. But after I had Hudson, I kind of just fell off the face of the earth on social media because I could not handle everything. I went through a long period of really struggling with like anxiety. I got diagnosed with postpartum depression. I just went through a really long period of time where I was truly just struggling. I struggled to get out of bed in the mornings. I did not feel motivated to do anything at all, much less pick up the camera and bring you guys along with me. But I am doing so much better now. It is now the beginning of June. I feel refreshed. I feel happy. I feel so joyful in my life again. I feel like I finally made it over the hump of like postpartum depression and anxiety and all of that bad, yucky stuff. So here we are. I'm picking up the camera again, and I am so excited to start bringing you guys along on just my journey of life and everything that I do and all the things. So anyways, let me kind of catch you guys up on some things. I'll answer your questions that I got over on Instagram. I asked there if you guys had any questions for me or anything you wanted to know, and I had a few people reach out just to either say like, I'm so excited for you to come back or whatnot, or that had genuine questions that they wanted answered. So I'm going to kind of try to walk you guys through what's going on and answer those questions all at the same time. But yeah, that is kind of what we're doing right now. Alright, so the first question I got was about where we are living. If you were following along in the past, you know, we were living in our house. No biggie, whatever, we were doing that. We ended up selling our house though, and we moved into the camper. I'm not quite sure how people figured that out. I know I posted a couple like, what are they called? Like the stories or whatever on Instagram, like where you can go in and watch like what's going on in people's life every day. I posted a few stories of that, so I guess like you guys could see the background and figured out that we were in a camper, or like we're in it really often. So I had a few people ask like, were we camping a lot? Some people asked, was I living in a camper? What was going on? And long story short, yes, we sold our house back in January, and we've been in a camper since then in my mom's backyard. We are in the process of buying land and hopefully building a house on it. We're not quite sure if we want to build a house or like right now, or if we want to put a mobile home on it and then save up a lot of money and in the next few years build a house. We're not quite sure what that's going to look like yet, but either way, we did sell our house, and right now we are living in the camper, and it's actually not that bad. I was really nervous living in the camper, you know, with my husband, myself, and then our 2 little boys, but it really has not been that bad. I feel like it has taught us a lot of patience in the like waiting time of our like trying to buy the land and everything, because that's a whole process that it's going through. So we've learned a lot of patience in that. We've also learned to kind of be, I don't want to say minimalistic, because we are very far from being minimalistic, but we've learned to dial back things that we need and really only focus on the essentials, because obviously we don't have a lot of space in here. We've dialed back toys, we've dialed back clothes, we've dialed back the amount of food and things that we buy, what we do, hobbies, that kind of thing. Like, we've really started to simplify things, and it's kind of been really nice to do that. I feel like we've gained a lot from losing things, if that makes sense. I don't know if that really makes sense, but it's been really nice. So either way though, long story short, yes, we are living in a camper and it's actually not going that bad. The other question I had, and I think this was the one I got the most often while I was gone and when I asked over on Instagram, and that was, what am I doing next year? Like, am I teaching? Am I leaving teaching? Am I teaching the same grade? What is going on with my career? And I am still teaching. I had the best year I could have possibly had this past year. It was phenomenal. I loved it. I had an awesome group of kids. I had an awesome group of parents. I had an amazing team. I loved my school. I loved every single thing about it. I had a great year. So I am super excited to be able to stay in my same classroom, teaching second grade again with the same team next year. I say same team. We lost one team member and are gaining a new team member, but everyone else is the same, and I'm so excited for that. I cannot wait to start getting back in my room and setting up. I've actually already started to prep some things for next year. If you followed along in my last little classroom setup, the last little bit of the summer last year, then you guys got to see what I was using. I had a TPT pack that I had purchased a year or so ago that I used in my classroom. I did not really want to use that one. I wanted to find something different, but I did not have a lot of time to play with since I was trying to set up so quickly. So when I took down my classroom this year and packed it up for the summer, stacked all my furniture up, took down stuff that we made throughout the year, like the kids made, sent all that kind of stuff home. When I was cleaning up and whatnot, I took everything off the walls, like all of my alphabet, my numbers, our WOW work wall, our birthday board, our class jobs, our class rules. I took everything down and got rid of it. And then I found on TPT, I can't remember who it is from. Sorry, the air just cut on. I can't remember who it's from, but I can definitely share that in another video as we get closer to school setup. But I purchased a new pack. I think it's called the Cutesy Classroom or something. I wish I could remember who it's from. I cannot. But I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to guess. But either way, I purchased a new pack. So I'm so excited to be able to start printing it out, laminating it, cutting it, getting it all ready to go, and then going back into the classroom to hang it up over the summer. I think next week I am leaving to go to the beach. So I think the week after I'm gonna start going back into the classroom, maybe one day a week, and just hang up things here and there, clean things out, whatever. And then obviously as we get closer to the end of July, I will be able to start setting up my room for real. But I'll definitely take you guys along for all of that. Even if I go in just, little spurts of time here and there, I will take you guys along. But to answer that question in a super long way, yes, I am continuing to teach, and yes, I am staying in the same classroom, same grade, loving it. It's gonna be great. So I'm so excited for that. All right, another question that I got a couple times was, and something I just feel like I need to update you guys on, was grad school. I think I mentioned, or I must have mentioned, because you guys knew that I was in grad school, and I must have mentioned it in one of those classroom setup videos. Because I am in grad school, I'm going to Winthrop University. It's an online, they have a own, what's it called, a real campus, where you can go, what is it called? I can't think of the name. But anyways, I'm doing their virtual online schooling. I'm going through the Learning Technology and Design program. I actually will finish up my first half of it this week. Our last assignment for this class that I'm in is due on Sunday. And then I will be hitting the 50% mark, done with the first half of the program. So I'm super excited about that. I graduate in the spring with my master's in Learning Technology and Design, like I said. So yeah, it's going really good. I've actually really enjoyed the program. It's not super hard. It's just hard enough. It's just time consuming enough. It definitely has been a lot to juggle with going back to teaching, doing my graduate degree. My school district is currently putting all teachers through the letters training. And if you're not sure about that, then that is a really intense, it takes a lot of time. It's very time consuming. So we're going through that. I just finished the first year. Now I have one more year left of that as well. So it was definitely a lot to take on grad school in the mix of all of that, as well as having a 2-year-old and a baby. but we're doing it. We are making it through, and like I said, Hudson is doing a lot better now that he's older. So we're just kind of making it through in a better way right now. I feel like that's kind of the story of my life, is the past like 8-9 months have been really, really rough, and then within like the past month and a half, things have really started to look up and turn around, and I'm in a much better place mentally, physically, everything. So that just kind of goes in there into that little group as well. But yeah, we're doing great. Still in grad school, and it is amazing. I'm loving it. Alright, so I think that pretty much catches you guys up on what's going on, where I'm at, that kind of thing. And if you are new here and you've never seen any of my videos, I feel like this was a good one to start on and kind of get introduced to me and what I'm going through and all that kind of stuff. From here on out, my goal, this is my goal, okay? This is my goal. Let me just preface that. My goal is to start posting, hopefully, I would like to get to a point where I'm doing once a week. Obviously, I'm a teacher on summer break right now, so I don't have a ton of classroom content. I would like to take you guys through like classroom setup as we get closer to that point in time. I'm also thinking about doing like just day in the life vlogs or weekly vlogs, and mixed into those will be some classroom setup as I go, like just randomly one day here, one day there. But I'm kind of thinking those. I'm also thinking about starting back up with my planning videos that I was doing, like just my weekly planning, budget planning, all of that. If there's anything that you really want to see, please let me know, because I'm open to a lot right now. I have a lot of ideas on things I want to share. I feel like after taking a break from YouTube, I kind of have like the creative juices flowing again. I have some ideas, but obviously if there's anything you really want to see, please let me know, because I am more than willing to share and put it all out there. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to hear my little life update. If you've made it to this point in the video, leave me a little comment below, say hello. I love to chat with you guys down there, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.